Well, hello everybody. My name is Bud, and I am welcoming you to another day in the Lifelong Vlog Blog Challenge. Where are you at? What do I mean by that? What I mean by that is, how is it going specifically with the task at hand? What you may or may not know, depending on when you began with us. If, for example, this is the first vlog that you have stumbled upon, um, we began well, I said a launch back then, but it's not actually a launch so much as it is a pre-launch. We actually started with a preparation phase and then launched in quotes. But, and I can't speak for everybody because I don't know everybody's, where they're coming to the table, or with what have they come to the table in terms of skills and abilities and all that stuff. But for myself, and no doubt for others, we've come to the table with very few skills relative to this particular business model. And again, getting back to what I started with, what I'm finding out is that what I am lacking is being developed as I'm going through the process, as I'm going through doing what it is I'm supposed to be doing. And as I am identifying lacks, I'm dealing with those and doing what I have to do to increase, to make up for the lacks in those areas, shore up what I am getting down, build upon what I've already begun to build upon, and then keep my eyes open for other things that need to be learned and added to the process of learning them. Just being conscientious of the fact that something exists that I don't have skill at, and making a conscious effort to seek out ways to do that and then put those ways into action, and building upon this whole thing. It's like the proverbial pebble that was flicked off the top of a snow-covered mountain, and as it landed and continued to roll and tumble, it picked up snow, and then it would bounce, and it would hit, and it would compact, and it would pick up more snow and mass and velocity, and it's like this whole snowball effect. We've heard that phraseology before, snowball effect, and that's what's going on, at least with me. A beautiful, beautiful, beautiful process, and I am enjoying it thoroughly. And I can only assume, if you've come to the table with the attitude, with the mindset that it is a learning process, and there's just going to be a whole bunch of stumbling and bumbling, certainly uh, in these earlier stages, but every experience, whether positive so-called or negative so-called, should be viewed as an opportunity to learn. If you think you learned it, then to confirm that you have in fact learned it. And but if you haven't learned it, if you're not expert in your delivery or expert in your name it, then what can you do the next time to increase? What can you do the next time to refine? What can you do the next time to be just a little better than you were the last time? Okay, and if we're doing that regularly, consistently, now this assumes that you're out there doing something, okay? But in the doing of something, you're actually giving it some thought, you're conscientious about it. If you're doing this regularly and consistently, then you will absolutely, positively increase, get better. And as you're getting better, as you're learning more, you're gaining more confidence, you're settling down, you're relaxing. All this stuff is communicated in all the ways in which people communicate, which incidentally, according to studies, the voice, while it is important, you do have to say some things, that's not really the primary communication means or avenue or aspect of communicating that actually carries the weight of what it is that you're trying to get across. It's all the other things, okay? Not only what you say, but how you say it. You know, are you relaxed? Are you poised? Are you comfortable? Are you at ease? Or not any or some of these things. Okay, all this works together, but you have to be out there. You have to be doing this stuff. You have to be stumbling and bumbling. It's like a little baby trying to learn how to walk. You know, there isn't a baby. Well, I don't know. Maybe there might have been, but probably very few babies who just stood up and started walking. No, they got up. They probably grabbed onto something. They kind of wrestled themselves up. They see everybody else walking, and you know, developmentally, they're just something they just know. You know, hey, I want to be, you know, a part of the scene. I want to be like everybody else, or maybe it's something even deeper. I don't know. It's just something you do. If there were nobody around and you never saw anybody walk, would you eventually end up walking? I don't know. But that doesn't matter. What does matter is that you see these babies, irrespective of how or why, they attempt to walk and they pull themselves up, and you know they're shaky to rocky, even holding something is shaky and rocky. But and as they start, you know, attempting to take steps, you know, all the more so, and they fall. But what? They get up and they fall, and they what? Get up and they fall, and they get up and they fall, and they get up and they fall, and they get up and they fall over and over and over and over again until they develop those muscles and the nerve sensitivity things. They know that, well, when I got this far over in this direction last time, I fell on my keister. Okay, so you know maybe I shouldn't go so far next time. Okay, conscious thought, probably not, but the fact of the matter is you got to be making the attempt at walking in order to be able to do it, right? You stand first, then you walk, then you walk a little faster, then you run, and you probably trip and fall and do all kinds of goofy things, run into things, right? You ever see a baby run into things? Of course, it happens all the time, but it's a learning process as long as they're not running into something that will kill them. And hopefully that's, you know, that's why we have parents, okay? So expect these things. Enjoy them. Know that in doing them, you are eventually going to bear the fruit. And the interesting thing, the neat thing, is that as you're learning, you know, you're not gonna make 100. You're not gonna do 100% with everybody you talk to. But as you get more comfortable, as you get more relaxed, as you get more expert, as you get more this, that, and the other thing, your percentage is going to be going up. So while you're learning, you're what? You're getting paid. Now that is motivating as well. Okay. But even if you didn't get paid, gosh, the personal growth, okay, is itself worth it. I'm going to shut up. Oh, yes, personal typing thing. It's just something I'm doing. My personal typing results for the day. 45 words per minute. 15.6, I think that's a 6. 15.6 error percentage in a time of 7 minutes, 58 seconds. That's it. That's a wrap. We're out of here. Thank you. We look forward to the next time we can spend some time together. Hopefully that will be as soon as tomorrow. But if not, then hopefully sooner than later. But in either case, until then, this is me, of course, signing off, and we'll just be looking forward to that next time. Bye.